So as I've mentioned before, that I'm going to be doing a fish curry for my YouTube video, which I'll be uploading this week. So this is basically Mirga Maas. This is frozen. Mirga Maas is a Bengali fish. This is a big fish with less bones. So this is frozen. We've got this yesterday, and then I put it in the freezer. So I'm just going to show you. This is the night before. So basically, I'm going to cook this tomorrow. So what it is, it's frozen now, and then I want to add some cold water, some turmeric, some salt, and some lemon juice. Those are optional. Some people prefer to just put it in water overnight and then add all those other stuff to marinate it on the day, but I like to do it the day before. So these do have scales on them, so once it's defrosted in the next day, you can just take those scales off. So I'm just going to add about a quarter teaspoon of salt, and then a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. Okay, and then I'm going to add half a lemon, fresh lemon, and squeeze it in. Okay, so the reason why we do this is because Bengali fish is quite smelly, and to get rid of the smell you add salt and lemon, and I just add turmeric. I know other people add different things, but this is the way I do it. So I'm just showing you my way. You don't have to follow it. You can do it your own way, or you can follow me. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave that now overnight, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning to do the rest of this dish. Bye guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the fish that I left overnight, the Mirga Maas. So I've taken the scales off and I've cut the fish in half, because I'm going to make a it's going to be a fish curry, not like a mas biryani, not a fish, biryani. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry the fish in some oil just to seal it so the fish doesn't break whilst it's in the pot. So basically I'm going to add a pinch of salt again, and then a pinch of turmeric powder, and then half a teaspoon of curry powder, and then I'm going to mix this and leave it in there for an hour before I fry it and then cook it. Hi Zay! So hi everyone! I'm so antisocial. Okay, so I just picked up Zion from school, and now I'm going to start my fish curry. Okay guys, so this is what you need to make a simple Mirga Maas fish curry. So obviously this is how it looks after I marinated and left it. I left it for 2 hours, so I went to pick up Zion, and I've obviously cut the fish in half. And I'm going to make the fish with just tomato, because this is what my husband has requested for me to make it like that for him basically. So we're going to need I've used 8 medium onions. I know it doesn't look like 8, but it is. I've got 12 fresh green chillies, a quarter slice of lemon, and I've got about 6 vine tomatoes, 6 to 7 vine tomatoes, some coriander, and obviously fresh garlic. This is very important to use so that the fish does not stink. So guys, I have used about 6 to 7 tablespoons of vegetable oil in here already, and then I'm going to add a lot of fresh garlic. Okay, so let me tell you the reason why we give garlic. Now, when I first started making fish curry, obviously I was quite new. I only learned how to make fish curry after I was married. My mum used to always give me a step-by-step guide, so I never used to really put garlic. And then my mum told me twice that my fish curry, like, it stank of fish, and obviously you don't want that. So she said to me, give a lot of garlic before cooking the fish curry, so it gets rid of the smell. So ideally use fresh, obviously, especially if you're making it for a dawat or a gathering where guests are coming. But if you're making it a quick time and it's just for your home, then you can add the frozen. I always have frozen garlic as well for last minute cooking. It tastes the same. but it's just to make you feel better. So obviously I'm going to let this go a bit brown, and then I'm going to add in my onions. You don't want the garlic to be too brown. So I want it to be a thick curry basically. So I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Right guys. Now, I'm going to give 2 teaspoons of salt first, but I think I might need more, but for the time being I'm going to give about, you know what, let me give 2.5, and then I'm going to taste the salt and then see how it is. So, you know, always better to give less salt than more. So for the time being, give 2.5 teaspoons, and then taste it, and if it needs more you can just add more, rather than giving loads and not being able to reduce the salt, obviously. Okay, so now I'm going to close this, and I'm going to check on it from time to time, but this should take about 20 minutes, but do check on it and leave it on medium, or even if you want to leave it on low you can, but then, you know, leave it for half an hour if you leave it on low. Okay, so just close that and leave that. Yeah, so I'm going to add in the spices now. So I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Okay, and then I'm going to add in 2 heaped spoonful of curry powder, and then I'm going to add in 1 heaped spoonful of chili powder, because this chili powder ain't even that chili, to be honest. Like, you'll have to give like 4 teaspoons for it to be hot. So give that a mix. I think I can hear my phone ring. Okay, so give this a mix. So I always go for the curry powders that is more red in color, because obviously the curry itself looks really nice. Okay, so now we leave this for about 10 to 15 minutes, guys, and you may add water. So actually I'm gonna let this cook a bit more for like 10 minutes, then add water, because this is going to be a curry. It's not a puna, it's going to be an actual curry. So guys, this is the actual fish. So what I've done is I put it in some oil, say about 5 tablespoons of oil, or more if you want, and I'm just going to seal the fish, basically make sure it doesn't fall apart when it's in the curry. So this is what we call biran, so I'm going to fry it basically. I'm not going to fry it over like too much, so probably say I'm going to put it on high for 5 minutes on one side, then turn it around and put it on high again for another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put it aside and then add it to the curry. So guys, I wanted to show you how it looks once I've turned it around. So alhamdulillah, I haven't broken any pieces. I sometimes do have disasters where I end up breaking a few pieces, but don't worry about that. If that happens, just put the broken ones at the bottom of the curry and then put the ones that are not broken at the top. Okay guys, so I added about 3 cups of water in this, and this is how it's looking. Okay. Yeah, fish does take a bit longer, obviously, but we do want it to be perfect. It smells really nice. If you want to add more, you can, because obviously, as it's on the cooker. Hope you guys can see. I know there's a lot of steam. I'm going to put it down actually. So what I'm going to do now is add in the fish. So the fish is cooled down. Spoon. So I'm going to add in the big pieces at the bottom. Okay, oh god. And then you can add in the smaller thin pieces at the top. Okay guys, now I'm gonna add in, or I'm gonna squeeze that lemon. You don't have to do this, I don't know why I do it, but I just do. Just squeeze that lemon and then add in the green chillies. Okay. And then let's not forget, I've cut these in chunks so that it takes, sorry, excuse me, the window is open. There's crazy people on their motorbikes. Okay, so basically, I've cut it in chunks, the tomatoes, so that it doesn't dissolve quick, so at least they can taste the tomato. So you can add anything to this. You can add lao, you can add potato, you can add uri, you can add muki. So, but this is how my husband wanted me to make it today. So that is how I'm making it. Okay guys, just to clarify, this is not tenga. Obviously tenga you know do cook similarly with tomatoes, but this is not tenga. This is just sometimes I make it like this for my husband with just tomatoes because it tastes really nice. The flavor is really nice. So this is not tenga. I will do tenga another time. So basically this is how it looks, guys, and I'm just gonna add the coriander and then just finish it off. So just sprinkle your coriander. Done. So there you have it, guys. Fish curry.